Okay. So Step Your Game Up TV. We're at Gifted Boxing Gym.
Gifted Hands.
Gifted Hands Boxing Gym.
Yes.
Here with Joe Goss.
Yes. Actually, it's Gifted Hands Boxing Academy.
Okay, Gifted Hands Boxing Academy.
Yes. With Joe Goss.
Yep, with Joe Goss. Coach, founder?
Of Gifted Hands. Yes.
Okay, founder of Gifted Hands.
Yes, but it used to be a PAL.
Okay.
Bridgeport Pal Gym.
All right.
Gifted
Cool.
Hands took over.
All right. Over 25 years?
Over 30.
Over 30 years. So, how did you get started in just the whole coaching and training thing?
The coaching started in Norwalk.
Okay.
I was with Tiger Ted Lowry.
All right.
He was the only man to go to distance with Rocky Marciano twice.
Wow.
So that's where the coaching came in, because I was one of those kids that always wanted extra.
Okay.
So instead of just training and going home, I would always stay late.
Okay.
I always go, instead of just going Monday to Friday, I would go Monday to Sunday.
Okay.
And I would always stay late. And to be honest, my boxing coach never really paid attention to me like he did other fighters. And that made me want to watch even more, because he would never spend special time with me.
Okay.
So I would watch everything that he would do, hoping and learning, hoping that I would get his attention.
Oh, okay. Did it ever come? Did you ever get that?
No, it never manifested. And even like right now today, I'm carrying on the lineage of his teaching.
Okay. Exactly.
And I never thought that I would be ever in a boxing gym teaching anybody.
Wow.
Never thought it. Never could have thought it for a million years.
Now, knowing how you felt back, looking for that, I guess that attention, that approval. Now that you're training and coaching, do you adjust any of, besides what you learned from him? Do you do any adjustments just so maybe the people you're training don't feel how you feel, or do you think that's a good?
Yeah, I do. I don't focus on one person.
Okay.
I do circular training.
All right.
And like I said, I've been in this gym, just this gym right here. I've been here probably 34 years.
Okay.
And I've always been here by myself pretty much.
Okay.
So the gym is not that big, so I can stand in these corners and I can see everything everybody's doing. And I can go to them individually and tell them what they're doing wrong, because it's not that big of a gym.
Exactly.
So it's a little bit easier.
Okay, cool, okay. Besides the physical benefits that come with boxing, which is self-explanatory, right? As far as the physical benefits, how important is it as far as the mentorship and like developing these kids mentally? Because a lot of these kids are coming from bad backgrounds or things like that, and as far as just physically developing them and giving them, training them how to fight, how to box, right. How much just mentorship and the mental aspect in everyday life.
Right, the mentorship should be number one.
Okay, exactly.
Boxing should be second or third.
All right, that sounds good.
And the mentorship starts by example.
Okay.
By you. The mentorship starts by, like, here, I don't allow music, rap music to be played. And I'm not saying it has its time and it has its place.
Exactly.
But, we know all music does things to you to some degree.
Yes.
It can motivate you. It motivates.
Yeah.
Whether it's positive or negative. And most of, I don't allow swearing and cursing. And I make sure, which most boxing gyms do too, that everybody says hi to everybody, everybody says bye to everybody, and everybody respects everybody.
Yes.
But I think the most important thing is a lot of boxing gyms has gotten away from the number one, the mentorship. They're all looking for champions. And you let things slide just because this kid's got good talent. You can't do that.
Exactly.
Because that thing that you let slide or you let him get away with can cause him to lose his life, or end up in jail. And you have to start that from the beginning. And you know, I believe that, like I told you before, I'm the shepherd of this house.
Exactly.
And they pretty much follow my example.
Yeah, and I can say firsthand, watching you, like when I was watching you yesterday, the minute you speak, everybody stops.
Right.
Like it's kind of like amazing to watch it, because it's like it could be in the middle of a word. As soon as you speak, it's like, what's Coach saying?
Yes.
What's Coach saying? And that's important, being able to take orders, listen, understand. You know what I mean? That's gonna mold them well into their adulthood.
Right.
You know?
But you know, again, what happens is, like I said, a gym that doesn't have structure, and the kids can come in and they can just take their pants off and leave them on the ground wherever they stand, or they can just litter, or they can just curse and talk when they want to, and it doesn't work that way. You have to start that foundation from the beginning.
Exactly.
And it's not taking control over them, but it's just getting their attention.
Exactly.
And that's why you've seen that, because that's the way I do it. You know?
And one thing I noticed, I watch you. I think you have some fighter. They have a match coming up.
Golden gloves.
So, okay, you got the golden gloves. You got your training. You got the mentorship. Kids could call you with things going on, this, that, third. Is this like a 24-hour? Because it seems like a lot of time goes into what you're doing.
I've been very fortunate.
Okay.
Because it never really, I can't remember too many moments where we had situations where a kid was, you know, a parent will call me 11 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
Because a lot of times, if there's a situation, we address it and it's handled.
Yes, yes.
And it works.
Okay.
It works. It works. A parent can come to me and say something, and you know, I bring them and the kid inside the office there, and we talk, and they listen. Like you said, the attention that you see is the same attention that I get if they have a situation.
Okay.
And we never really had any kids get into trouble here after they join the program.
Oh, that's
they
good.
always do well. They don't end up in jail. They don't end up murdered.
Okay.
You know, that's a good thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we do real well.
All right, that's great. That's great. One of my personal questions that I've always wondered about when it comes to boxing, and now I'm speaking to a coach, so I can ask you straight up. And when it comes to spotting talent in a boxer, what are some of the signs that you may see that'll make you say, okay, this kid has something, this kid could be a champion, this kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I can only speak from my experience.
Okay.
I had a couple of kids. One of the kids that I had years ago, he had strength in both. He can knock you out with either hand.
Okay.
He can jab and knock you out, or he can throw the right hand and knock you out. But I think everybody has talent.
Okay.
But there's exceptional talent. You understand what I'm saying? And how you notice it too is because they learn. You can tell them something and they get it right away. And the other thing is that they're dedicated.
Okay.
And then the other thing is too, a lot of times too, it's not work to them, it's fun. You understand?
Yeah.
They get in the boxing ring and they have fun doing it. It's not like a job, like they're forcing themselves to get, it just automatically they adapt.
Exactly.
And the power, like I said, this kid I used to have him spar with adults.
Okay.
I couldn't have him spar with.
About how old was he at the time?
Probably 16 years old.
Ooh.
And he was knocking out grown men in the sparring section. So even like now, I have a couple guys, I have to pay somebody to come in and spar with them because they can't spar with the guys in the gym because they hit that hard. It's funny.
Yeah, wow.
But it's true. It's true.
So just having that power, having the love for the sport.
Yeah.
And
But I think the main thing is the dedication.
The dedication.
And to be able to adapt and listen and be able to make changes inside the ring without you always telling them.
Okay,
You know,
exactly.
they'll make changes. So.
Okay. What's you're dedicating so much time to the youth, developing young talent, developing young kids, or young adults. What's the motivation? What makes you dedicate this time? What makes you take all this time out? Where does that come from? Where does that dedication come from?
Well, you probably heard this story before. Boxing saved my life. And I was one of those that boxing did save my life, because when I was younger, I thought I was the toughest and the hardest thing on the street.
Exactly.
And I was drinking, smoking, cursing, and I met my boxing coach, and a lot of those things I had to get rid of because it wasn't going to work for me, smoking, drinking, cursing. Yeah. It didn't work. So bad and good can't really mingle together.
Exactly.
And that's my story.
Okay. And that's what. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So now, if somebody wanted to just reach out to you, they have a kid, they want to join. Just how can they get in? How can they get in touch with you, or just the kid can start training?
They can go on the website, Gift to Hands,
and
Gift to Hands Boxing Academy. And my number will pop up, and they can call me. Then I'll refer them to my wife. And what I normally do is I have them come to the gym with the parent.
Okay.
And if the kid doesn't have issues, then that's good.
Okay.
But if the kid does have issues, then we talk to the parents, and we come together in spirit and believe that that this is where God sent them.
Okay.
And this is where they're going to get their healing.
Okay.
And it works.
Definitely. I can see it.
It works.
I can see it just from one day of coming here.
It works. I'm telling you, every kid in here, every kid or every adult in here is a child of God. They believe in God and they serve God. Did they come in that way? No.
Okay.
But as they stayed, they confessed, and they try to live the life. They're not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but they do their best.
Exactly. And just anything you want to say in closing, as far as you want to give us? Go ahead.
I just want to say that it doesn't matter if you're in the boxing gym. It doesn't matter if you're in the supermarket. It doesn't matter if you're at a gas station. I believe that God calls all in some way, in some capacity, to be a leader, to be an example. Especially if you believe in God. Someone should be looking at you, or somebody should be looking at you, and they should be saying, you know what? It's something about him that's different. I want to learn whatever it is that it is different about him, and it's your responsibility to find that out and to cope and mature them and groom them.
Yes.
All of us.
Yes.
It's not just the boxing gym.
Yes.
You're a photographer. There's some kid that wants to be a photographer.
Yes.
Somewhere, some grown man, and he's gonna see you, and that light's gonna come on, and he's gonna say, you know what? I want to do what he's doing. Now it's your responsibility to take and cultivate him and teach him, and that's what this does for me. I don't care about finances or nothing.
Yeah.
God called me out to help these kids. To save their lives if I have to, and that's what I'm doing. He called me. He changed the whole program.
Yes.
One time I was all about champions, but everybody that walks through these doors, everybody, boxer or not, there's a champion inside of them.
Yes.
It's up to me to find out what it is, and to support them in it, and to help them to be the best. And that's why I'm here. And I'm grateful because I'm doing what God called me to do.
Yes.
I mean, we don't really, like a lot of other boxing gyms, we don't really compete, go to every tournament or every fight, because that's not my mission. I get kids that have low self-esteem, or they're overweight, or their confidence is low, and they come in here and their head is down. Give them a couple days. Their head be lifted up and their chest be stuck out, and they're not afraid to speak.
Wow, that's great. That's great. And I just want to thank you for your time. Like you said, I know it's not about the finances and stuff, but just for people out there, they see what you're doing, they just want to donate, even if they don't got a kid. We're gonna put links up, and I just want to appreciate what you're doing for the youth, and what you're doing for the kids is making a tremendous difference. And you're like you're the people, you're the heroes that you're not you're not doing it for the accolades, the awards, but I feel like you're the heroes out here on the front line that may not get the looks, may not get the appreciation, and I just want to do my part and give my flowers. So I just appreciate everything.
I appreciate that.
For community. So
I appreciate that.
Thank you a lot.
God put good people in my life. All around. All around. He's been real good to me.
Okay.
He has. And like I said, the other boxing gyms, they gotta go back to the real purpose of the gym.
Yeah.
The real purpose of the gym was to help inner city kids not get in trouble.
Yeah.
And to be good examples to them. It ain't about having a golden glove champion or a silver glove champion or a national champion. It ain't about all that. Everybody's a champion. God didn't make no mistakes with anybody.
Yeah.
All you have to do as a coach is figure out what it is that they need, and you help them with that. And then if they don't ever come back to the gym again, they don't. But you help them with what they need.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, God's gonna say, "Job well done, my trusting faithful servant." And that's what you want to hear.
There you go.
That's what you want to hear. That's what we're all striving for, is just to hear God's appreciation.
Yeah.
That's me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Amen.
Amen.